So we are very happy and our students are overwhelmed with joy and gratitude for this second day international workshop in collaboration with Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology and the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Research and Development Cell, Office of Internationalization, Mindanao State University, Sulu, Philippines, in association with Cape Comorin Trust. So all our students are here. Just show the... Benches, wait. Don't show the chairs, vacant chairs. So our students are just coming in. We'll wait for 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
Just for 5 minutes, students are coming in.
Yes, Doc. We will wait, Doc.
Start with introduction now. So good morning. Good morning to the resource persons over here and to the wonderful students of Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology. We are glad enough to have the second day of our international conference on emerging trends in computer science engineering. Today we have a resource person with us, and the name of the resource person is John Mark Julapsky. He is an IT instructor at MSU, nearly 5 years of teaching experience. He imparts his knowledge to IT and CSE students, specializing in network with a passion for cybersecurity. He has actively participated in seminars and workshops related to IT security. John Mark has also mentored students competing in hacking competitions. He is currently pursuing his master's degree in public administration. He continues to expand his horizons. His educational background includes a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with a major in networking. He holds license in Microtech and Fluke Academy, showcasing the expertise in network and IT infrastructure. John Mark is dedicated to both his academic and professional growth, making him a valuable asset in the field of IT education and cyber security. With this great introduction and a great profile of resource person, we on this international forum invite Professor John Mark and R. Julapsky to share his valuable thoughts to the gathering. Over to you, dear sir.
Hello. Wait for a while, ma'am. I'll be checking some things here.
Professor John Mark, you can begin.
Hello. Yes, unmuted.
Professor John, I think you have unmuted. Please, muted. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. Uh, can you hear me clearly, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So, before going to my proper presentation, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming. I can see a lot of the students there. I hope you're all doing well. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to our Director for Internalization, Dr. Magna Anisa Hayudini, ma'am, to the MSU Sulu Chancellor, Dr. Nadir Abdurrahman, to the organizations coming from international like Happy Commune, if I'm not mistaken, ma'am, and everyone here. So I'm so happy to see everyone's attending this, and I'm so excited to share with you my knowledge and input about this topic that I'll be presenting here today. Okay, I hope you can hear me clearly. I'll be showing you my presentation now. Let me just fix it for a while. Okay, share. Okay, can you see my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, again, good day, everyone. Um, okay, good day, everyone. Welcome to our presentation on cybersecurity. Today, we are diving into the world of cybersecurity to help you understand how to protect your digital life. So let's start by breaking down what cybersecurity is and why it matters in our increasingly digital world. What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is like the digital armor that shields your personal and sensitive information from online threats. It's the practice of defending your computers, devices, and online accounts from bad actors who want to gain unauthorized access, steal your data, or cause harm. Now, why does cybersecurity matter? Why are we studying or understanding this one today? Because in today's world, we live much more of our lives online. I know everyone can relate this one because we are now like almost every day we are living online. We love browsing online, doing some social media things, something like that. So we shop, we communicate, we bank, and share personal information through our devices and in the internet. Just like you lock your front door to keep your home safe, cybersecurity is like locking the digital doors to your online life. So here's the things why we need to understand the cybersecurity things. Cyber attacks are like invisible burglars trying to break into your digital house. These threats, such as viruses, malware, and phishing emails, are becoming more sophisticated and common. It's crucial or important for us to be prepared and protected from these threats. So we are here today to equip you with the knowledge and tools you need to safeguard your digital world effectively. In this presentation, we cover common traits, essential cybersecurity practices, and how to respond if you ever face a digital break-in. And then by the end of this session, you'll have a better understanding of how to protect yourself and your loved ones from cyber threats, something like that. So let's get started on this journey. I hope everyone listening to me right now. Okay. Um, Now let's first discuss the cyber threat landscape. This is part of the cybersecurity, and it's very important for us to have knowledge about this one. Now that we understand the importance of cybersecurity, let's take a closer look at the cyber threat landscape. Imagine the digital world as a vast, interconnected city. In this city, There are all sorts of potential dangers lurking around every corner. And these dangers are what we call cyber threats. Okay, now we have like four cyber threats. I mean, these are common, and we need to understand this one, like the viruses and malware, ransomware, phishing, and hacking. So these are types of cyber threats. The viruses and malware, I know everyone is familiar with this one already, but these viruses and malware, think of this as digital infections. They can spread from one computer to another and cause damage, just like a common cold can spread among people. It's the same thing like coronavirus, like spreading everywhere. So similar with the viruses and malware. We also have this ransomware. This is like a digital hostage situation. Cyber criminals lock up your files or data and demand on a ransom to release them. So it's kind of like uh, asking you to do this one, and then when you cannot do this one, then there is like another how do you say this one, like blackmailing you, something like that. So if you can do this one, then they will be doing this and this. So that's ransomware. And then phishing. Imagine phishing with a net. Phishing is a cyber threat where attackers use emails or messages that seem legit to trick you into revealing personal information like passwords or credit card details. So phishing, someone like asking or sending you messages. It's very common to us, especially now on Facebook or on social media. Like someone would send you link and then telling you that you want this one and this one and this one. And then when you click this one because you feel like you're excited for this particular link because you're gonna win something if you click this. So yeah, that's phishing, and it's very common and in social media. Now we also have hacking. Think of hackers as digital locksmith, trying to pick the lock of your online accounts or devices to gain unauthorized access. So these kind of traits are very scary. These traits are on the rise. It means it's really, really living nowadays. Okay. It's like the digital city is facing more break-ins and burglaries than ever before. Cyber criminals are continually finding new ways to breach digital defenses, and it's important to be aware of this growing risk. So as we go through this presentation, we're gonna explore how to protect yourself from digital dangers, just like you lock your doors, as I said earlier, and windows to keep your physical home safe. Okay, you'll learn how to protect your digital life from these evolving threats. Okay. Now, those are traits that we should remember. We have also these consequences of cyber attack. What will happen if you get to experience this cyber traits? Okay, what would happen to you when you experience this one, when you get these cyber attacks? So we have these financial loss, data breaches, reputation damage, legal and regulatory consequences, and emotional stress. These are just one of the few things that would happen to you when you get to experience these, what we call these cyber threats. Okay, now let's understand first the financial loss. Think of digital life like a bank account. Cyber attacks can drain that account. When your personal information or financial data is stolen, it can result in significant financial losses. This money that you have worked hard for, and we want to help you keep it safe. Okay, so when someone stole or got your personal information, like your credit card or something like that, so they can take advantage of it. So you just have to be careful. And that's part of the financial loss. Okay. Now we also have these data breaches. Imagine a cyber attack as a digital break-in at your home. In this case, the thieves are in after your physical belongings. When we are going to say data breaches, it's not more on physical belongings, but they are after your data. Data breaches can expose sensitive information such as your credit card numbers, medical records, or even personal photos. Once it's out there, it's hard to put the unit back in the bottle. So it means you really need to be careful sharing your data, sharing your information, because nowadays we cannot easily say that you can't trust this person just because this person is kind to you. Because of these cyber threats, we need to be careful in trusting people, in giving data, our data to other people. So our data is worth more than millions. Okay. So now we have the reputation damage. Your digital reputation is like your online identity. Cyber attacks can tarnish that identity. For instance, if your social media or email account is compromised, attackers might impersonate you, sending harmful messages or posts to your friends, family, or colleagues. Okay. This can harm your relationship and professional reputation. Now, these cyber attacks can, cyber threats rather, can damage you, your whole existence. Okay, and what else? This can harm your relationship and professional reputation because everyone has the potential to pretend like yourself. Now, if someone's know everything about you and then create account like all about you and then someone believe that it's you, so and then act like as if it's really you, then your reputations might be damaged. So that's why be careful what you share online, what you share online. And we also have these legal and regulatory consequences. What is this all about? Breaking digital laws is just as serious as breaking physical ones. Cyber attacks can result in legal trouble for the attacker, but also for you if your computer accounts are used in the attack without your knowledge. So it's very important to really careful with our devices that we are using, especially when we log in our accounts there, when we have so many personal information there and data there. So you have to secure it by putting password. Okay. No emotional stress. Cyber threats can also cause you emotional stress. Why? Okay, imagine the feeling of returning home to find it has been burglarized. Cyber attacks can create similar feelings of invasion and vulnerability. The emotional toll of dealing with a cyber attack can be significant. Okay. Now, understanding these consequences is vital because it understands why your digital life is so important. It's not just about inconvenience, it's about safeguarding your finances, personal information, and peace of mind. Okay, when we do not have peace of mind at all, we cannot do things that we love, we can act normally, right? Because we do not have peace of mind at all because of cyberspace. Okay. Now we also have this what we call cybersecurity because cybersecurity we have energy as well. That's very important to us. That's one, so we know what this is all about. And this one is one. Okay. We have firewall, encryption, authentication, malware phishing, patch, or updates. These are very common terminologies that we're gonna encounter when we talk about cybersecurity. Okay. Now we have this firewall. Think of firewall as a digital barrier or shield. It's like the moat around a castle of your computer or network. Firewalls filter incoming and outgoing network traffic to prevent unauthorized access and potential threats from getting through. Then the encryption. Encryption is like a secret code. It scrambles your data so that even if someone manages to intercept it, they can read or make sense of it without the right encryption speed. It's like sending backbacks over the internet. Now we have also the authentication is very important too. Authentication is the biggest component of providing your identity. It allows system and services to verify that you are who you claim to be. Common forms of authentication include usernames, passwords, and this one is very common to us, right? And biometric methods that like the print or recognition. We have the malware. Malware is a short for malicious software. Think of it as a bad guy's tool set. Malware includes viruses, worms, trojans, spyware. your instructors have been discussing this one to you, I know, and it's designed to harm your computer, steal your data. So it means they are intentionally made to harm your computer or steal your data. And then phishing, we have mentioned this one earlier. Imagine phishing with a big hook. Phishing is a deceptive tactic where cyber criminals send fake emails, as I said earlier, messages or websites that appear legitimate but aim to trick you into revealing sensitive information. So it's really, really, really hard for us to identify whether this one is phishing already or not. But later on, I'll be giving you some knowledge about how we spot if this one is phishing already or not. But again, this will not grant you us to like be safe from this phishing because as I said earlier, um, it's really hard to make real or not. Okay, but at least we are aware of some tricks about this one. Okay, we also have the patch update. Just like you fix a little software operating system with regular updates and patches to fix vulnerabilities or weaknesses. So don't forget to update your software because I know a lot of you here sometimes don't take time to update your software or just don't have things to do. But remember, it's important applications or whatever things in your computer. So yeah, you have to update it. You have no choice because it's also one of the ways for the attackers to um, get to your personal information. Now, okay, we have that patch or update. Understanding this term is like learning the basics of a new language. It's the foundations of understanding how cybersecurity works and how to protect yourself effectively. As we move forward, we will build upon this knowledge and explore practical ways to implement this concept in our digital life. Okay. Next one, we have to understand also the common security risk. So what are these common security risks? We have the weak passwords, unsecured Wi-Fi, outdated software, lack of two-factor authentication, sharing too much on social media, clicking on suspicious links, ignoring security updates. So these are the possible ways for us to get hacked or for us to get attacked by cyber criminals. Okay. First one, if we have weak passwords. Weak passwords are like having a door with an easily pickable lock. Cyber criminals can gauge or crack weak passwords, gaining access to your accounts. So to reduce this risk, create strong, unique passwords for each account. And this one is also very common to us, like using weak
Hello, excuse
passwords.
me, sir.
Um, yes.
Uh, I think there is a weak signal. The voice is not that clear.
My voice is not clear. Wait lang.
Voice
Hello,
is
can
not
you,
that clear.
Candy
ma'am?
ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, it's actually clear, ma'am. We can hear him.
Yeah, you can hear me, but the voice is not that clear for of Professor John Mark.
Uh, uh, now you can, am I audible, ma'am, now? Like, hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, shall I continue, ma'am?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, again, the weak passwords. And this one is very common to us. And I don't know if you can relate with this one, but sometimes we don't take much time of creating strong password. We just want to create password because once we log into our Facebook think that of 1, 2, 3, 4 whatsoever, just by putting 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're done logging. So like uh we do not want to consume a lot of time creating password and logging into our account, or we might forget about this one when we use a strong password. But since cybersecurity matters, so we have no choice than to create really a strong password. Okay, so do not use password like your birthday, your your loved ones or your kasintahan or lover in English. So you have to really use strong password now and unique password, of course. Now, unsecured Wi-Fi. This is also one of the reasons why we get attacked by the cyber criminals. Unsecured Wi-Fi. Imagine leaving your front door wide open. Using unsecured public Wi-Fi networks without protection is similar. Cybercriminals can intercept your data on open networks. So you have to always use a virtual private network when connecting to public Wi-Fi. And be careful when connecting to public Wi-Fi. No, sometimes we love connecting to public Wi-Fi because it's free without even knowing that there is a reason behind why it's free. Okay, not all free is free. So you have to be careful with that. Now we also have this outdated software. It's very common to us. Think of outdated software as a car with no brakes. Older software often has known vulnerabilities that criminals can exploit. Keep your operating systems, apps, and antivirus software um, up to date to stay protected. Okay, so we have to again, as I said earlier, we discussed earlier, we need to update our software oftentimes if it's necessary. Now, luck. What else? A lack of two-factor authentication. Imagine having a second lock on your door in addition to the main one. F2A adds an extra layer of security by requiring you to provide two forms of identification before accessing an account, enable two whenever possible for added protection. So it's also important to add two-factor authentications. If we could make it three, then why not, right? Now, sharing too much on social media. Sharing personal information on social media is like putting up billboards with your live details. Cyber criminals can use this information for phishing attempts or identity theft. Be cautious about what we share online. So since we are talking about the cybersecurity risk, then sharing too much on social media is really, we are not encouraged to do so. Okay, as much as possible, you lessen sharing, information on social media. Like you can post pictures or whatsoever you want to, but at least know your limits. Okay, and then personally, based from my experience, I am actually not using my personal name on social media. So I just use like some random name because I am afraid of these cyber attacks. So yeah. Now clicking on suspicious links. Clicking on unknown or suspicious links is like opening a mystery package without checking it first. It can lead to malware infections or phishing attacks. Always verify the source of links before clicking it. Usually what's inside that link, or it really gives us excitement whenever we see this link. Or for example, as I said earlier, there's some sort of information telling you that you win this one or you won this one. And then once you get excited, you click that link, and once you're there, then a lot of informations to be shared there, asking you to share your information. Then since you are what you call this, curious about this kind of content in that link, and then you information, and then the next day you are being attacked by the cyber criminal. So be careful in clicking links. Okay, what else? Now, ignoring security updates. We have this ignoring security updates. Imagine not fixing a broken window in your house. The same thing. Ignoring security updates leads vulnerabilities unaddressed. Regularly update your devices and software to stay ahead of potential threats. Understanding these common risks, like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 risks that we have, is the first step in protecting yourselves against the cyber criminal. In the upcoming slides, we're going to explore practical steps and strategies to mitigate this risk and enhance your digital security. Okay. Now we have protecting personal information. And how do we protect our personal information? Again, this will not guarantee us that we're gonna be safe, but at least we are aware of what to do. Or at least we are aware of some things that we need to avoid, something like that. Protecting your person. what else? We have to have a strong and unique password. Password, as I said, are not the keys to your online accounts. Create strong and unique password for your account. Avoid using easily guessable information like birthdays or password 123. Consider using a passphrase or reliable password manager to help you keep your passwords securely. Now we also have these two-factor authentications. Again, imagine having two locks on your front door. These two-factor authentications add an extra layer of security by recording something, your password and something you have like your smartphone or security token just to access your accounts. Enable this two-factor authentication whenever possible for an added layer of protections. So if you can manage to have this two-factor authentication, it's better and it's recommendable. Be cautious with personal information. Again, sharing information online is like leaving your private diary on a back page. Be cautious about what you share on social media, forums, or other websites. Cybercriminals can use this information for phishing attempts or identity theft. Then again and again, avoid public Wi-Fi for sensitive activities. Okay. Next, we also have this regularly update software. We have understood this one already. Be wary of phishing attempts. Phishing emails or messages can be like um, um, phishing emails or messages can be like deceptive salespeople at your front door. Be cautious when opening emails or clicking on links from unknown or suspicious sources. You might be wondering why we always mention this one because that's part of the cybersecurity. So verify the sender's authenticity, double check your web addresses before interacting. Privacy settings. Review privacy settings on your social media accounts and other online services. Adjust them as much as possible to limit the amount of personal information that publicly visible. This is like setting boundaries for who you can enter your digital space. So it's not only to personal thingy that you need to set boundaries. At the same time, your digital space, you also need to set boundaries. Sometimes we need to disregard other people in order to protect ourselves. And it's the same thing with the digital space. We need to see and really investigate who we let to enter our first cyberspace. Because as I said, not all people who wants to get through in life are real. Okay. Or sweet. Now what else? Now we have to also understand this uh, email security. So in email security, this one is also common, but it's also a common avenue for cyber attacks. Today we'll talk about one of the most significant email-related threats, phishing attacks. So how to spot a phishing attempt? Uh, this phishing attempt, so we have like four, I put like four over here, like check the sender's email address, verify the message content, over links, do not download suspicious attachments. So in checking the sender's email address, before you take the peek, carefully examine the sender's email address. Sometimes it may look almost identical to a legitimate one, but with subtle differences. Okay, so verify the message's content. Always check the content. Look for grammatical errors, unusual, what you call this, unusual requests. Okay, urgent demands, and phishing emails often contain these red flags. So you have to really have the knowledge of how to spot these kind of red flags. Hover over links, hover over your mouse cursor over links in the area without clicking. And, uh, and this will reveal the actual web address the link leads to. So be cautious if it doesn't match the claimed destination. So always check that link if it is official or not. Just do investigation. Okay. Now we also have to not download suspicious attachments just like you wouldn't open a sister's package. Avoid downloading attachments from unknown sources. So do not just download anything. As I said earlier, just because it's free, it doesn't mean it's free at all. There is always things behind this free thingy. Okay, so what else? Now, next one is we have to what to do if we suspect phishing. So ano yung gagawin? I mean, what should we do if once we encounter this one or we got to experience any suspect phishing? So, madali lang, or in other words, it's easy. Do not click on any links to download attachments. Do not provide personal information. Report the email as phishing to the email provider. Contact the organization directly using official contact information to what? Verify the request. Okay, so whenever you encounter this kind of phishing, you just have to do this. Next one, we have the social engineering. Okay, this social engineering is very interesting topic. Why? Okay, the social engineering, um, yeah, it's really important for us to also understand this social engineering. It's a craft and destructive method that criminals use to for real sensitive information or taking actions that compromise security. So we're talking about the psychology here, manipulating. Okay, it's like a digital call game where the attackers play on human psychology. Talking about psychology, it's easy for us to be carried away with some things or things that we that's part of the social engineering. Okay. Now, tactics of social engineering. Ano ba, or what are those things that we usually do? Okay, first we have the pretexting, or what we call the elaborate storyteller. Imagine someone who spins into great stories to gain your trust. Pretexting is a tactic where an attacker creates a fabricated scenario or pretext to trick you into divulging information. It's like a master storyteller crafting a believable tale. So again and again, be careful what you believe in. So do you really know how to story well? That's why we call it storyteller. Okay. Now we have this baiting or the same thing there. Okay, baiting involves in enticing victim with something they desire. They free software or promise to download. Always encounter this one. For example, download free thing to download the film and then we download it instead of paying, something like that. And then the uninvited guest.
Hello, John, sir.
Notice this uninvited.
I think
Yes,
your
ma'am.
voice is, hello? Your voice
Hello,
is
hello, ma'am.
breaking. The signals are very, your voice is breaking. The signals are weak, I think. Your
I'm
voice
like
is
I'm not
breaking.
clear, ma'am. Like my oh, okay, ma'am. Wait
Signals
for a
are
while.
weak. I think the voice is breaking.
Mhm. Okay, ma'am. I'll try to find ways to how to. Now, can you hear me clearly now, ma'am? Can you hear me clearly? Hello?
No,
Can you hear me clearly, ma'am?
your signals are weak. The
Yes.
voice, signals are weak. The voice is
Okay.
breaking.
Okay. So wait for a while. How do I do this one? Hello? So am I?
Professor
Yes, ma'am.
John,
Yes, ma'am.
your weak your signals are weak. I think voice is breaking. It's not clear.
Oh, it's not clear. What should I do? Um, I'm currently connected to Wi-Fi, but how about this one, ma'am? Am I clear now? Hello, ma'am. Am I clear now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, so so let's move on to why social media works. Why social media engineering works. I'm very sorry. Okay, so earlier we discussed this how to suspect the phishing, and then we Now, by this time, we are going to understand why social media works. Social engineering works, rather. Social engineering tactics are effective because they exploit human psychology. As I said earlier, it involves psychology, so it involves mind, brainwashing otherwise too. Okay. Now, how to defend against social engineering? Next one, be skeptical. Question unexpected requests for information or actions, especially if they create a sense of urgency or seem too good to be true. Next one, verify request. Always verify the identity of the person or organization making the request through official channels, not just by phone number or email address provided in the message. Avoid sharing personal information again. Refrain from sharing personal or sensitive information with unknown or unverified individuals, whether in person or online. Then educate yourself. Yes, this one is very important. Regularly educate yourself and your colleagues or family members about social engineering tactics to stay vigilant. So do not get easily manipulated because we do not know that this person we are talking about is already a cyber criminal. So yeah, be careful. You have to educate yourself about this. Now we are down to the secure browsing habits. We spend significant amounts of time online, but do we browse the internet as safely as we should? Just like you navigate a city with caution, practicing secure browsing habits is crucial for online safety. So, why secure browsing matters? Imagine the internet as a bustling marketplace. While there are many legitimate vendors, there are also pickpockets and scammers in the crowd. Secure browsing habits, I'm very sorry, help you avoid the digital pickpockets and keep your online interaction safe. So we have tips also for secure browsing. Look for HTTPS. Imagine HTTPS as a digital padlock on a website. You have to always check for it in the website's address to ensure your connection is encrypted. So avoid suspicious websites just as you've steered clear of shady ally. Avoid websites that seem untrustworthy, have excessive pop-up ads, or promise unrealistic deals. So at the same time, use ad blockers. Advertisements on websites can sometimes carry malware or lead to deceptive content. Consider using ad blockers to reduce this risk. Keep your browser updated. So think of browser updates as a road maintenance. They fix security vulnerabilities and improve overall performance. What else? We also have to use a secure search engine, choose reputable search engines that prioritize user privacy and security. Regularly clear cookies and browsing history. Cookies can track your online behavior. Clear them periodically to protect your privacy. So enable pop-up blockers and then remember that you are the driver. What does this mean all about? In the digital world, you're the one in control. Just you navigate the physical world with awareness. Use these secure browsing habits to steer clear of hazards. Okay, by incorporating these practices into your online routine, you'll cyber. In our upcoming slide, we're going to explore more additional cybersecurity measures to fortify your digital defenses. Okay, but next one, we have the mobile device security. We cannot go everywhere without our smartphone, right? So often containing a wealth of personal. Just as you take precautions to protect your wallet or purse, it's essential to also ensure the security of your mobile devices. So, tips for mobile devices security. So, lock screen security. Think of your lock screen as your device's front door. Set up a strong PIN, password, or use biometric authentications, or like what we said earlier, the two-phase authentication. Then update your operating system. What else? App permissions. Just like you update, you have to update also your what you call this, your mobile security app. Then add permissions and review and manage the permissions you grant to apps, only grant access to necessary functions. Sometimes there are things like asking you to navigate or recognize wherever you are, locate wherever you are when you are going to use this application. So you always need to very be cautious about who you accepted or give permissions to access your certain informations or things like that. Okay, now install apps wisely. Download apps um only from official app stores like the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Beware of third-party sources. Okay. Then next one, we also have the use of mobile app security. Considering installing reputable mobile security software to scan for and remove threats. Then beware of phishing again and again, and then back up your data. Why do we need to back up our data? Regularly back up your device's data to ensure you can recover it in case of loss or theft. Then, last but not the least, enable remote tracking and wiping. Use built-in tracking features or third-party apps to track and remotely wipe your device if it's lost or stolen. Okay, now we're almost done, but we have to also understand that there is always like this cybersecurity awareness. Okay, why do we need this cybersecurity awareness training? Like what we are doing right now. Cybersecurity isn't just about using security tools. It's also about educating yourself and others to recognize and respond to digital threats effectively. Think of cybersecurity awareness training as your digital self-defense class. Okay. So, key components of cybersecurity awareness: recognizing threats. Learn to identify common cyber threats like phishing emails, suspicious links, and social engineering tactics. Safe online practices, to understand best practices for creating strong passwords, securing your devices, and practicing safe browsing habits. Then reporting incidents, just as you report a suspicious person to the authorities. Know how to report cybersecurity incidents to the appropriate channels. And you also have protecting personal information, educate yourself on safeguarding your personal and financial information online. And then staying updated, cyber threats evolve. And so it's important to stay updated on the latest threats and security measures. Social, what else? We have to also secure mobile device storage, parts of the awareness. Learn about mobile device security practices, as these devices are increasingly targeted cyber criminals. Okay. And then we have the benefits of having this training, like empowerment, protection, responsibilities, protections of loved ones, and so on. Empowerment in a way that cybersecurity trainings empowers you to take control of your digital safety. Protections, it reduces the risk of falling victim to cyber attacks and data breaches. So at least we are aware, or at least we have the informations about this kind of cyber attacks, cyber criminals. So since we have the training like this one, and then at least we can aware from those things. And then responsibility, just as you have responsibility to follow traffic rules, you have responsibility to also practice safe online behavior. Okay, protections of our loved ones, this one is very important. And when you have awareness about this one, and then you can protect your loved ones somehow, you can share your knowledge and help protect your family and friends in the digital world. So I think that's the end of my presentation. So I have the references here. If you want to know more about the cybersecurity, you can. And I thank everyone for listening. And yeah, so I think I'm done, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor John Mark Julaspi. That was amazing presentation. You highlighted on various aspects of cybersecurity, and you enlightened all the audience over here, especially our students, how to use a mobile phone wisely, how to browse the internet data, and how to take precautions when we are downloading or using different apps. So that was a great presentation. And you also reminded our students that why do you need training in cybersecurity? Actually, training is very important. Unless and until we are trained, we will not know how to protect ourselves from getting into various issues or various threats. So thank you so much. And then over to our students sitting over here. If anybody would like to ask any doubt to the resource person over here, or if you have personal anything about cyber security, or if you have faced any problem like browsing, or you have, you are threatened by somebody like calling and all that, you can verify all those doubts to an international speaker. Is there anybody over here who would like to ask a question? So these are very good students, and good branch over here is there, and then they will definitely. Anyone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Um.
Any questions, students?
Okay. So, if hello,
No,
ma'am.
they are just thinking.
Okay. If
Any
ever they
question
have
on-
questions,
Yes.
yes, you can go. You can ask a question whenever you want to. I gonna answer that one as much as possible, as long as cybersecurity matters or involved. So yeah.
Yeah. So here, a student want to ask you a question. Please ask. Louder.
You go. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sit.
Good morning, sir. I'm from first year. So, can you explain us why these are mainly occurred, sir? Why these problems are occurred?
Why the cyber
Sorry,
security
sorry.
problems occur?
Why the okay? Why it's a simple thing actually, because there are good people and bad people. They exist because they want to take advantage of our of us, of you, like your students. So if they can take advantage and get some personal information from you, and then treat your family or loved ones, telling, for example, oh, I got this, your kids is here for me, your kids are here, and can you send me some money or something like that. So yeah, they occur for some reason, and they occur to take advantage of our existence, of our belongings, or whatsoever they can do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your information.
Anyone? Anybody would like to ask a question?
Ikaw pahunit dyan.
Any question?
Cute.
Okay, so that was amazing, Professor John Mark R. Julaspi,
Thank
for your great presentation.
Dr. Candy, Dr.
Yes.
Candy, I think we have two participants in the virtual now would like also to give their response on the presentation of our presenter or speaker, Sir John. So I think it's there's someone raising her hand, Professor Brenda Hussein, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
you, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Ma'am Brenda, you can ask, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
So
assalamualaikum and good afternoon to each and everyone. Because now it's past the hour of 1 p.m. in the afternoon, Philippine time. Good morning, India. Okay,
morning.
courtesy and respect to our Chancellor, Dr. Nagdur J. Abdurrahman, and of course to the Director of Internationalization, Dr. Magnanisa A. Hayudini. My name is Brenda Hussein. I am a faculty of Mindanao State University, Philippines, and I would just like to share some response from the topic of Sir John Mark. So, thank you very much, Sir John Mark, for providing us the information, especially that social media and the use of internet is part of our daily activities. Okay,
Yeah.
because it is well said that cybersecurity is very crucial because it safeguards all types of data against loss and theft. So in today's world, cybersecurity is very important because of some security threats and cyber attacks is always on the go. So we have this software it only does not protect the data and helps in the security of information, but also it safeguards our system from the virus attack. So all of this information given by our speaker this afternoon is vital to the safety and security, that it protects data from internal threats also, whether it is accidental and malicious intent. Okay, as also mentioned by our speaker, that this threat can be done by our colleagues or previous employees, third-party individuals, and even the trusted partners. So with that, it is very informative to everyone that we should keep our personal information and private data to be tightened in terms of password and security software in order to maintain the privacy and preventing from loss and cyber attacks. Okay, with that, sir, thank you very much. Congratulations to Sir John Mark and to all the members and all the institutions that is part of this activity. It is very good that we have this type of informative information about computer science and technology. Again, thank you very much for the coordinator, who also Dr. Salja, Dr. Candy, Dr. Magnanisa, and all others dignified personalities in this forum. Again, good afternoon and thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a very informative session, wherein you focused on the importance of cybersecurity and you enlightened the gathering. So now we will move on to the presentations. So the first presentation is, may I ask a chairperson to occupy the chair, respectable chair, as I read the biodata of a chairperson.
Hello, Dr. Candy, for a while. I think there's another who is raising his hand, Engineer Al-Sharif Jaafar. You are recognized for a while, Doc Candy. Perhaps he will be providing his information also with regards of the cybersecurity. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay na. Good afternoon and good morning to all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. I am Engineer Al-Sharif H. Jaafar from MSU Sulu. This is not a question, this is just a comment from the presenter. Thank you very much for that very extensive information about the cybersecurity. It is indeed very important because it helps to protect sensitive information and assets from being compromised by hackers and cyber criminals. This includes personal information, intellectual property, and confidential business information. As you mentioned also that a very strong password from personal accounts is very important. Likewise, using public Wi-Fi is delicate as there are threats from invading our personal accounts and information. With that, all their information is very beneficial to protect information from being stolen, compromised, and attacked. Once again, thank you very much for that wonderful presentation, Professor John Mark.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
So that was a wonderful, that was also a wonderful presentation. Thank you, Professor Jaafar. And once again, thanks to Brinda Hussaini for your thought-provoking message, for your thought-provoking ideas. Now we'll move on to the presentation. And I request the chairperson to occupy his chair as I just read out his biodata. So the chairperson for the third plenary session is Dr. T. Ebenezer, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Malakara Catholic College, Kanyakumari District. So I request the chairperson to take over your panel as we proceed with the paper presentation. Over to you, Dr. T. Abidnesar.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to.
Okay, Dr. Abidnesar.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the presentation session. I'm ready to
Yes.
hear.
Okay. So the first presentation is, do you have a list with you, sir?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I have.
Yes, yes, yes. Please introduce yourself. Just a minute. I think they are sharing their slides.
Okay, ma'am.
Please introduce yourself.
Good morning to all the professors present over here. This is Shaista Dahari. I am studying BTech in the Computer Science and Engineering. So today, as Professor John Mark has already explained about cybersecurity, I have also made a presentation regarding cybersecurity, and my theme is it speaks about the cybersecurity as protecting systems. I request you to give me a first little time so that I can share my presentation.
Yes.
Okay, so there's an error in presentation. I would continue this just orally. So my topic is cyber security, a practice of protecting systems. As we see today's world, we are using many digital items. If there is no cyber security provided to the systems, we should know that we should be aware of the thing that the digital items are going to be like it going to turn like a tickling time bomb. So I will start this by giving a small introduction about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, network, and data from unauthorized access. It also it leads to attacks and damages, ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and safeguarding of the systems against cyber threats and vulnerabilities. So, regarding the cybersecurity, there are some comprehensive services provided by cybersecurity. I would like to discuss about that. So these are some of the comprehensive services provided by cybersecurity. The first thing is regarding automated and manual web applications. We have to know that web applications are of two types, automated and manual. Later, we're moving to vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. We also have malware analysis and different basics of forensics, open source intelligence, network security, and sniffing. Then later on, I would like to discuss about these topics in this presentation. The first one is automated and manual web applications. So automated web application security testing of employee software tool to scan for vulnerabilities and system like SQL injection. Actually, the cybersecurity involves can overcome all the problems which are involved, like cyber threats and different bypassing of different passwords and etc. It's really important for us to be aware of these cyber security. And here are some of the things that cybersecurity provides, like vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Next, we have vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. We can say that this is as a comprehensive tool which helps in overcoming the cyber attacks in our real life. So this helps us to assess the documents or any other applications needed. We have malware analysis. As malware analysis is the process of examining malicious software to understand its functionality, behavior, and origin. So cybersecurity is expressed in the, we know that it has many vulnerabilities like malware. By knowing good knowledge about cybersecurity, we can overcome these vulnerabilities like malware. So we should also discuss about mobile security. We should also discuss about this mobile security. It's really important for us. We should know that we should be careful with our passwords, and other other user passwords, etc. So that we will not be affected by these types of vulnerabilities, etc. And I would really like to, apart from this, I would really like to share a small web application which is called as OWASP, which is abbreviated as Open Web Application Software, where we can practice some of the it's like a levels and tasks which we can solve to have a good idea about both the cyber threats and cyber security. We will be in that platform. We will be having different vulnerabilities coming up, and there will be some challenges so that we can solve them, and we can have a good knowledge about it. Here is the thing. It is there is a thing called Juice Shop in OWASP, Open Web Application Security Project, where there is a web application Juice Shop, and there will be of different challenges where we can solve, and we can have a great idea about what this how a system can be affected and how we can solve that. Here is the thing how it look like. So we can access this using Burpsuit. Burpsuit is a different other platform which helps in solving these such type of challenges like SQL injection, OTP bypassing, etc. So these are some of the challenges we have solved in this web application. It's like admin registration, then captcha bypass. So uh, where will be seeing the broken access control of this particular person, and we will be bypassing his OTP, and we will be accessing his OTP in entering his access. Later on, we'll be having login vendor where we'll be logging into the website as vendor, which is also some of like a cyber crime. So we'll be solving it. So with this, I conclude by saying that cybersecurity is really important, and we are having different platforms we can be aware of these cyber threats, and we can access our all our applications by safeguarding them. So thank you for giving me this great opportunity.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, nice presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, but I will ask some questions. Using SQL injection method, how will you hack any website?
Come again, sir.
Using SQL injection method, how will you hack the website?
Actually, in a SQL injection method, we will be actually there is a platforms, a web application platform, the JuiceChalk challenges. There will be actually will be we will be doing unauthorized access in that web application, and we will be coming to know how these cyber attacks are happening in our daily life, etc. And we will be solving it on our own.
Okay, next question is, how will you differentiate cyber attack and cyber security?
So,
how will you differentiate cyber attack and cyber security?
okay, cyber attack. Talking about cyber attack, it is something where we'll be facing about all these vulnerabilities into our systems or devices. While coming to cyber security, it's a way of protecting our systems and other devices by overcoming all these vulnerable from our devices from these vulnerabilities and malware.
Okay, nice. And what are the roles of cyber security expert?
Different roles of cyber security.
Expert.
Okay. Talking about different roles of cybersecurity. So we are. It's like cybersecurity plays a very crucial role in safeguarding digital assets. So, to my knowledge, protection of data and information, then prevention of unauthorized access, then we are having threats detection and monitoring are different roles played by cybersecurity.
Okay, last question. I'm asking, how will you practice of this cyber security in daily life?
We should be careful with our passwords, and later on, we should know that we should have an antivirus installed into our systems, and we should also we should follow some of the security policies and etc.
Okay, good. Nice presentation. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next presentation.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello, sir.
Yes, welcome.
Hello. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning to the respected lecturers and my dear friends. It's a privilege and a great honor to be here in this National International Conference on emerging science technology, conducted by Honor in the College of Engineering and Technology, with the association of Milano State University, MSU, Sulu, Philippines. In this short and good period of time, I'd like to speak about implementation of AI in business, taking the significance of AI, no-code AI, and its tools to transform the business. So without any delay, let's begin. Context includes introduction, what is AI and integration of business, enablement, list of AI and enablement tools for business, no-code AI enablement, and conclusion. Let's start with introduction. Since the beginning of the innovation has become the opposite problem. And the fact that human beings are basically the ability to think, and that's what pushes us to modern. Since at the 1950s, before the 1950s, all the things that we have invented are nothing just things that is progress the world. But in 1950s, we invented America. Again, we invented America. And that we gave machines and they became thinkable machines now called as artificial intelligence. So after 1950, the artificial intelligence has gone through many changes. And now in 2023 era, we are implementing AI in various parts of business. So what is an AI? AI is artificial intelligence. As stimulates human intelligence in machines. AI solves they recognize patterns and for language. They make decisions that like us, humans. Types of AI include machine deep learning, neural networks, and networks. It has applications in healthcare, finance, transportation, education, and environment, and many more. So this is the introduction of AI. So why we have to implement AI in business? The business is the ocean of everything of economics, but it is the divisions are divided into sales, marketing, customer support, human resources, and economics. But the reason why we deploy AI in business is that AI has already extended the human capable as it increases the productivity and gives us the best result. So let's start with the integration of AI in business. The AI can be implemented in sales. It is stated that the teams which use team sales, which use AI to progress and the results, stated that there are 4.9% times produce greater results than teams that doesn't use AI. And second is stated that using AI can increase sales more than 50%. And AI in marketing. Marketing sector is the most vital role in the entire business, as it tells how grand the company is and includes the transfer of information about the company. By implementing AI in marketing helps us a lot. It deals with customer satisfaction and customer communication, and also can predict information how and why the specific product is about to be delivered is and why it's working. So implementing AI, it actually takes the previous history and analyzes and predicts what the customer actually needs. And that's how AI can be implemented in market. AI in customer support. The customer support is very crucial for any company as it defines the services provided by specific company. In customer support, by implementing AI will definitely result in greater results. Let me explain it. With a company, take an example of a company where the customer services contains 100 number of employees, but the employees cost and the maintenance of environment cost is huge. By implementing AI, which can work 24 into 7, 365 days, will definitely save the labor cost and maintenance cost because it's just a software. And next, AI in human resources. The human resources, by implementing AI in human resources, could predict what the actual employee needs and what kind of employee needs by studying a resume and skills he mentioned in his previous resume. And go for AI in governance. The AI in accountancy just has a very top because accountancy is all about data of the company. By implementing AI, it actually transfers the data and stores it and it actually reduces the risks and having fun. So everything we say is evidence. So let's talk about statistics involved in AI in business. As you can see, there is 3% automation of IT processes and 28% automation of business processes, 26% business analytics of intelligence, 22% AI monitoring and governance, 22% conversational and or virtual assistants, 22% financial planning and analysis, and many more, as you can see in this graph. Take a look, gentlemen. Let's go to the next slide. This is another graph regarding how we use them. It's 35,000 in the address skills. There are gaps with low code and no code AI. Even personally, what is no code and low code AI? That will be explained in previous class. And for 5,000 doing it when it's almost 50% using them. And by learning and writing, 65% to reduce manual for the basic classes. This is a good slide. So until then, we have discussed how AI will implement business. But what makes AI is actually useful is that the tools which are driven by AI. So these are the tools that are driven by AI. Each of these tools have its own significance. So let me explain it for you. Validator.ai.com. So I want to say this with an example. If I'm an entrepreneur and I'm going to give a good company, so I have an idea of a new innovative idea. It's a new innovative idea. So how would I know that a specific idea is going to work or not? How would I know that this idea has been copied or not? Well, here comes to validator.ai. As in, the validator.ai actually analyzes the idea and explains that this idea is going to work or not. It provides a good critics on idea and provides its reviews and provides the detailed information about your idea and AI. So let's go to the example that I've already had a company. I'm going to have a company. And now I'm going to connect a group meeting of these employees. So how would these employees know that if they really know, then how would they remember all the words I said in the meeting? Let's take an example. We can just call right now. And almost all of us were discussing something. And we explained it. And the previous presenter has explained about cyber security. The question is, what if I forget to go? After 2 days, then the fastlies.ai is a solution. As it, because the total transcript of the complete meeting was the notes. And third tool, Wix ADI. And this is one of the most important tools of all. Let me explain why. The Wix ADI is an AI tool, but it actually designs the website. Do you know, gentlemen, how much it costs in these days for a company to provide a website? It takes HTML web designers, and you have to pay for them, and the maintenance cost of that specific websites. But implementing this ADI tool actually defines a website. It actually creates a website on the parameters taken by the company name, and a few details of company, and then your website is ready to go. Naming magic. If I have a company, and I don't know what name I have to use, because the name indicates the company's stage. Then naming magic is an AI tool, but actually designs the name of your company. Since Spatial it is an AI tool, which actually designs an introduction video for your company with AI generated faces, which saves a lot of time and money. And similarly, Mud AI is just like Fireflies.ai tool. And just like it provides a transcript for a specific meeting, and logo maker. Logo. I think most of us are familiar with logo of Apple, logo of Samsung, logo of Facebook, and BMW. But the world is, but the statement is, those are the things that actually increases the prestige of company. We don't need to say that's an Apple. We can just say that seeing the logo on the phone. We don't need to say it's a Benz car because we consider just logo on the back. So logos does define the prestige of specific company. And this logo maker creates a logo, even though we don't know anything about logos or how to make a logo. So logo maker is an AI tool that creates a specific logo for your company. So we will be discussing about no-code AI then. Yes, we are no-code AI. The question is, we are all familiar with AI. Computer practices. I know AI, and most of us know at least a bit about AI. But my question is, does an entrepreneur has to be a computer student in order to deploy AI models? I don't think so. And then, no-code AI comes to play. The no-code AI, the type of AI that user could deploy the models without entrepreneur does not need any knowledge about how to develop an AI. All we need is just an overview of AI. No-code AI requires no coding skills. It's a user-friendly interface with drag and drop functionality. Customers can choose to download and local users train models with their own data. AI has to be accessible to wider range users and business. So these are the list of tools for business. Now for AI, simply AI, IBM Watson, and you. With this, the conclusion is the conclusion is AI can be in various fields. The AI is only implemented in business in only possible. But the thing is that we can implement AI substantially in the field of business, sitting at the increase the productivity and enhance the human skills. It is stated that top 220 AI startups to this field of AI innovation. AI improvement has shown now for rather 26 years, benefits includes increasing efficiency, time saving, and improving commerce. The word and the statement recently I have heard is AI is replacing jobs. AI is increasing the employment. Let me say it. Before the invention of oil and before the invention of cars, the naysayers and prosecutors were stated that they will lose jobs. But after the invention of these two things, employment has changed. So it gets on a higher level. Just like this, the implementation of AI does not age. Does not get off the employees. It actually provides more skillful information. That's it. This is my conclusion. AI does not replace humans. It actually helps humans for better results. With this, I conclude my speech by saying one statement. AI is just a servant, it's a tool. Look at Hollywood movie villain that's going to take over the world. Thank you. Salamat.
Okay. Okay, nice presentation of Vishwas Chandru of Antron of Engineering Technology. My question is, hello? What is business? How AI is implemented in business, particularly marketing and customer support?
That you asked me the marketing. Yes, sir.
Yes, my question is, what is business? How this AI technology is implemented in business, particularly marketing and customer support?
Business, again, there are many definitions for a specific term for business. And when I said business is a division of different sectors, and it is exchange between the customer and the management in form of money, and which results in profits. And when it comes to marketing, how it can be implemented, well, it's like there are many AI tools like this in marketing. Apart from that, there are predictable from the previous data and predict it actually reads the previous history and predicts the next results. I think that that's how AI can be helped in marketing.
Okay. Do you know any idea about Chandrayaan 3? How this, do you know any idea about Chandrayaan 3? How this AI technology is implemented in Chandrayaan 3?
So, sorry, sir. That was like something yes, so I couldn't please. I'm that have been not done.
Yes, last question is, yes, Vishwa, last question.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by no code AI?
So no code AI. Well, generally, doesn't have skills in how to develop an AI. Well, no code AI is a platform that actually provides AI to deploy AI models so that all the user can say the user does not need in-depth knowledge in AI. It can have just knowledge. And with this platform, we can develop and deploy AI models for the business.
Okay, thank you. Very nice presentation. Thank you very much. Well done. Okay, next presentation.
Yes, sir. Now we are moving to the third presentation.
Yeah.
Just let us set the laptop.
Yes.
From here only.
Hello, Dr. Candy. Can we please
Yes, Dr. Magna.
Mom, I think we can we ask permission that we will be ending our connection now, because we are already experiencing some technical glitches and difficulties now. Dr. Candy. Our interaction line.
Good morning. Good morning to the chair, Dr. Abhijit, participants on the international forum. So let me acknowledge before presenting this paper. This paper was an update in our knowledge where we have actually presented our ideas in the recent conference which was conducted. But now we try to give these ideas to the industry forum. So before the ideas, we have a community department. And with me, Mrs. K. Kalagadi. The both of us have written this paper. Artificial intelligence in education, recent innovation in engineering, emerging trends in education into the world of artificial intelligence. So this is the topic of our paper, and we would like to present it for the international forum. We are managing from department. we have an English department. So how this artificial intelligence is applicable in education and how these tools can be made effective in our teaching and listening, in our learning. So coming to the post-COVID era, a lot of us have used various tools, and then we can imagine and we can even understand right now that artificial intelligence was really has become a very great tool right now in teaching value in education. And it is the best tool for teaching and learning because it can perform miracles and lighten the burden of both teacher and students. So because we are in the rapid progress of development of science and technology, the connection between this artificial intelligence and education has become very rapid. It is growing day by day. Almost in all the sectors, especially education, because it is responding to many educational problems. Teachers can use this tool to solve many educational problems because artificial intelligence has no rigid boundary. So when we see artificial intelligence through the lens of education, it can solve many problems and it can broaden the prospect of our teaching and learning. Slide, please. Emerged in 1956 from Dartmouth Conference, and the founding father of this artificial intelligence was John McAfee. With this idea, the other founding fathers came up with a lot of ideas and it picked up a great momentum and it soared up to the great heights and later it was punctuated by periods called artificial winters. So this is the history of artificial intelligence where it emerged, the evolution in 1956 in Dartmouth College by artificial winters. So if you look at each year since then, from 1943, 1950, 1956, 1966, there are a lot of changes. How each concept brought different ideology of this artificial intelligence and significantly contributed to the world in different aspects for making better changes in the development of science and technology. And coming to even education, it has brought out a lot of changes. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence focus on two parallel approaches. The first one is symbolic artificial approach, which focus on encoding principles on human reasoning. So the entire concept of artificial intelligence is human brain can think like a machine, just like human brain. The machine can think just like a human brain. So the concept of artificial is just working like a human brain. So it is encoding principles on human reasoning. The second one is symbolic approach, which is also called the rule-based or good old-fashioned approach. The second approach is very much familiar and very famous, and that is by the interface of the data. Actually, the symbolic artificial intelligence, which was punctuated by artificial winters, was very common. And now in 21st century, we see that machine learning has become very common. And this has contributed to teaching and learning, especially after the COVID era. Next. Artificial intelligence in education. Artificial intelligence is required in education because it is not to replace a robot with a teacher. In other words, but it is to use computer intelligence efficiently in order to make our teaching and learning effective. So this was a theoretical approach of artificial intelligence, how it evolved, what are the different aspects involved, who are the founding fathers of artificial intelligence. Now coming to our teaching and learning, the different apps, different methodologies, different pedagogies which we can use in our classroom, wherein students also can be aware. Now the new education policy also focuses on skill-oriented based learning, where students should become industry prepared. So for that, skill also is important. So artificial intelligence apps can also giving an idea to bringing a lot of tools for teaching and learning. So over to my colleague, Manavati, who will be taking over. Artificial intelligence related to the first tool in artificial intelligence in education is big data. Tool for analyzing the performance of a learner. This tool it will be very helpful for all the teachers. This tool can be implemented in their teaching and learning. This big data analyzes to help and understand the performance of each and every learner. Nowadays, it's very difficult to get and to know the actual performance of a slow learner or else a actual learner. This type of performance can be done at both individual level and at distance level, collective level. This tool is going to generate makes the channel A plus B, C, D. This performance will enable the teacher to fully understand the areas of students and their interest among the students. The next tool is chatbot. Chatbot is a tool to respond automatically through a message. So this tool, it is a well designed and it used effectively in the virtual forum, mainly in the online forum. This tool enables teachers to answer all forum queries. For a different teacher, it is very difficult to answer the questions of the students, and this chatbot is a tool of artificial intelligence. It is going to give to the students through a message and reviews of materials, mapping students, progress and evaluate individual feed. Sometimes all teachers they are going to give the feedback only at the finishing of the first semester or else even in the during mid one, mid two. So here itself, when they came into the class, we can know learner. Dialogue-based tutoring system. A genuine and a personal feedback. And this feedback can be seen according to the performance of a learner. This will help the teacher to revise the physical performance of a learner, and they can also obtain. It is going to be a great support for a teacher in the terms of teaching and learning. Next tool, embodied artificial intelligence and robotics. These are mobile machines which can automatically perform tasks with the help of machines or robotics. And these robotics can be placed in the class so that it can engage all the students, all the slow learners, learners, learners. It can teach all the learners with the skill performance. Next, creating and generating smart content with AI. It is very much possible to create and generate smart content with AI, artificial intelligence. Nowadays, students they will be absent for 2 to 3 days, and they are not in a hurry in order to get material. They can get the material, digital material, and these materials consist of study guides, ebooks, short videos, and many other e-resources. No need to go to the library in order to get the material from various books. They can get through the facility of e-books. And this is done through educational data mining, which has many tools. The next tool is learning network orchestrators. All these tools that enable and support a great network of people. And we can get different types of people with different types of network, which is learning network orchestrators. Artificial intelligence and challenges. These have so many advantages, but at the same time, we have so many disadvantages. Artificial intelligence has achieved great strides over the years due to this issue. So finally, artificial intelligence is a great tool for humanity, which makes education highly important. Artificial intelligence is also its potential field in education. Thus, computer system can be of a great help, but this cannot be possible to fully replace a teacher in schools and colleges. So this so to conclude,
Hello.
artificial intelligence is a great tool,
Ah,
a great tool for the humanity, but at the same time, it cannot fully replace a teacher with a robot. It is the idea is to make education more comfortable. It can transform. A teacher can use her potentials. Teacher can use the computer potentials in order to make her teaching and learning effective. And she can also, but it cannot replace a real teacher with a robot due to ethical problems. So, to conclude, artificial intelligence is very important. At the same time, we have to be careful. So, this paper was an attempt to see the education through the lens of artificial intelligence. So, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to present our ideas. If you have any questions.
okay, ma'am. Nice presentation. It's a nice presentation. I will ask a question. How AI tool is helping to improve the learning process in education? Hello, ma'am. How AI tool is helping to improve the learning process in education? Ah, yes.
How artificial intelligence is useful to teaching and learning.
Improving the
So,
learning process in education. Yes.
artificial intelligence is useful in education because of the different tools they have to make education comfortable, to understand the graded level ability of a learner through different tools. Sometimes we cannot correct hundreds of pages in a fraction of seconds. We cannot expect the learning ability of a learner. Since this data can be presented for teacher. Next, robot. In the classroom, she can give the working teaching English language. So not only English language, but other subjects also can be taught through artificial intelligence. Learning more comfortable, we can even think a lot of bigger and zeal in the learning scenario.
Yes. How will you differentiate artificial intelligence and AML, machine learning technology in education? How will you differentiate artificial intelligence and machine learning technology used in educational sector?
We have an idea about artificial intelligence and two powers. Machine learning is a concept which I know that it is 21st century and we are literature background. So we are not into computer science, but as far as oriental knowledge is concerned, we can say that these are different tools which we can use in our teaching and learning. But I don't have so much of idea on machine learning because I'm not a learner. with machine learning tools or substitute teaching and learning. Thank you, sir, for the great idea.
Okay, my last question is, robot will replace teacher in future?
Robot cannot replace only teacher. Robot can only substitute a little bit of teaching. Robots can be of a great help to teacher if teacher is having a positive outlook in her teaching scenario. Because robot cannot have human touch ability. Only teacher can give a human touch. From the human touch. Robot can never replace. Any other question, please?
Okay, thank you. Nice presentation. Well done. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we are very happy to present these ideas. Actually, this is the second time we are sharing it, but this was on the international forum. So we know information is like to work on our people more, so that we can publish it in a very good journal. Thank you, sir.
Okay, next presentation.
Stop for the good one. Okay.
Hello, respected convener of this organization. Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Okay, may I have the honor to ask for permission because we will be leaving for a moment because we have already experiencing some difficulties in our internet connection now, sir. Can I have now my parting words in behalf of the Mindanao State University Sulu?
Okay, no problem. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. As I am Dr. Magna Anita A. Hayudini, the Director for Internationalization of Mindanao State University, Sulu, Philippines. So, what a wonderful success of a two-day international conference on emerging trends in computer science and engineering organized by three reputable institutions, namely Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology, headed by Reverend Father Dr. B. Georgie Reddy and facilitated by Dr. Candy Diconha. Ma'am, you've presented a very nice and very necessary research paper with your team. Congratulations, ma'am. And of course, uh, this conference was also coordinated by our Office of the Internationalization of Mindanao State University Sulu, of course, headed by our supportive Chancellor, Dr. Nagder J. Abdurrahman, and of course, the Capay Comarin Trust, headed by Dr. Regine Silvest and coordinated by our active sister, Dr. Shalja Vasudeva. Uh, we wish everyone a blessed day, especially those in attendance, most especially our audiences. I've seen many audiences on site, especially students. And I believe you're all experts in technology, innovation, and research. And of course, our international speakers since yesterday and today, Dr. Professor Hayudini and Professor Julas P. and Ma'am Latore, and the rest of the international speakers who did well yesterday and today, and the dignitaries who were also present in this conference, research presenters for their wonderful and very unique research presentation, and which is really timely
useful in our emerging trends in computer engineering. And we would also like to extend our esteemed felicitations for everyone's cooperation and active participation for a two-day international conference we just had. So to our co-conveners, especially to Dr. Candy, since I've seen you yesterday and today you have actively participated and managed properly the conference, and at the same time all who are the administration of this conference, uh, doctors, professors, thank you. We hope that we can have a future undertakings like this, and please accept our amazing congratulations to the working team who strongly collaborated to this virtual international conference. So with that, thank you very much for in behalf of Mindanao State University Sulu, Philippines. Congratulations to all of you. Salamat and mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Thank you, Magna ma'am.
You're
Candy ma'am,
welcome.
Candy ma'am, do we have our next presenter here?
2 more minutes, ma'am. We are about to write. Hold for a while, ma'am. We are about to ready.
Okay.
Vasanti and team are going to present now.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
ఈ రికమెండేషన్ అది లారీ కాదు
Yes, it is visible.
ఏమేంటి మ్యామ్ రమ్మన్నా క్లాస్ కూర్చానంటే మనం స్పేస్
These are the contents of the in comparable slide, it is introduction and process is a sample of artificial intelligence. This is one of the it seeks the it seeks to bridge the gap between human communication and human practice. By providing computers with ability to process with speech data. NLP combines the computational linguistics rule-based models of human languages with statistical, machine learning, and deep learning tools. And that's the importance of human-machine communication. In today's life, there are many we can see many scenarios where we humans are communicating with machines. Like whenever we want to anything, Google will use the voice, which is the human and machine communication. This we will give some voice message, and the machine will communicate the text and will give the message. Please further queries. Slide. It is the historical perspective of an period. This shows the relevant. It is the work of text in the machine language and 1970s. At this period of time, the way these systems were used in order to convert machine language using semantical and grammatical structures. By using the semantical structures, then into machine language, and at that time, the machine human communication was increased in the 1990s. The statistical methods were used.
Sorry, ma'am.
deep learning. So architecture influence of the regulations in NLP models like LGBT. Models became the NLP, link transfer of manufacturing to specific applications. So these are so by using seeing this historical perspective, we can say that from this historical experience that NLP has sophisticated deep learning models, enabling the machines to understand and generate human language with unprecedented accuracy and fluency. And it is. There are certain in order to maintain a human machine communication, the first step of NLP is tokenization. The tokenization is nothing but converting the words of text into tokens. If we have test with in this we can complete solutions into certain tokens. These are tokens process. Like the next one is that mostly. The next one is nothing but will convert the text into a normative way that we can easily understand. Many of the experiments in text involving the next one is part of freestyle. Freestyle is nothing but convert the each subject or word or in text into a particular. That is, we will allocate where isn't comes to the bill given to the text. This is the same example that makes us to paper. That's the previous prospect. Is a well, like this, it will give the further sentences. The model will give the input of the user. It is nothing but opinion mining. That means if the user gives any input, that makes sure that input the giver, whether it is whether it is happy or these are the evidence of application structure, which one these are like personal users, information or some other applications of NLP. And then coming to the next one. Challenges in NLP. There are certain challenges in NLP which are required to be removed because based on this challenge, you model develop. This is ambiguity in language. This is the main challenge in NLP. Meanings for a word. If when they usually use an input, the input might means it is quite something for the remove those challenges. Is mine. Serving my friend as the American share over here. And I would like to do the recent since that the NLP model have made. Before that, I want to give a short introduction on NLP. The reality of having machines talk and respond to us in a human way is already a reality that keeps getting more and more realistic with every passing day. The people who ask for the queries on website and use smart assistants like Alexa, Google Assistants, and Siri. So these and we can use voice assistants and queries made on over the internet. All have everything in common. You see, none of them are human. Even if they are human, so how do they manage to seem so human-like and behave like humans? The reason behind this is NLP, the natural language processing. It is a branch of AI where it makes machines to talk, respond, and derive meanings from human languages. And this is how NLP works. You know, it makes the person's job easier day by day with the help of NLP algorithms and coaching chatbots and AI tools. So, when you use advances, zero shot learning, few shot performances. You know, NLP models are becoming solutions and a valuable asset in translating languages. So, we can use Google Translator if you know this language of the foreign countries like German, China, and Korea. Even if we explicitly trained for the specific language pair. And we're coming to transmitting concepts. You know, transmitting is like starting with a smart friend who already know a lot and have teaching and something new. For examples, some of the NLP methods like image classification, sentimental analysis, text generation. So these are the NLP models for the transfer learning benefits. Moving on to the next slide. Some of the applications of NLP. So the we have that is customer support. You know, most of the companies use language chatbots in AI tools to the response of customers and reduce customer times in the customer support. As a finance industry, they can take the financial analysis from the financial documents, reports, and data that is appropriate. So, second thing is information and marketing. So in content generation and marketing by automating the creation of high-quality content and articles, product descriptions, and social media posts. And it is even data analysis and insights. So, industries, I'm looking at medical reports. Yes, we can see thousands of medical reports. Strong level in your phone, suppose from medical called same conditions related to that. And if a person is suffering from acne-related issues, the medical board is to it. And it was in the world. And coming on to the impact on human, like so the impact on human machine communications. You know, it makes our lives easier day by day. You see like voice assistance, prediction, and For elementary recommendation, it will recommend you that the student score is a very high rating. So this system NLP analyzer and you have seen those recommendations. And after that, assistance, as I said before, that means CP assistance. So these are very large documents we can do plus in the last should it has the same facilities. Uh, start take it in the digital files and spread the movement. We need initiative for giving me some opportunity this presentation. Any queries?
Any queries?
Hello, nice presentation. My question is, how the machine can understand human voice?
Okay. That's not so
Yes, how the machine can understand human voice?
How much can understand you?
classifications, voice, text conversation, recognition, with helping all this stuff. I explain them, sir, with these NLP models, with the data sets, all that.
Okay. What is voice recognition? How it is working?
Just by giving the audio input, the NLP model will recognize the voice and then give the required outputs.
Okay, nice. Last question. How MLP is used in our daily life?
And Google can and Google use any kind of in order to answers are in text and give some answer. Just like the emotional answer for them. Later and the system. So NLP is going to answer by providing theory and all this stuff.
Okay, nice presentation. Thank you. Well done. Thank you very much.
It's
Our next presentation by Srikanth and team.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome.
చిన్నగా అవుతుంది చిన్నగా అవుతుంది
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Just 1 minute. We are connecting the system.
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
Good morning to respected dignitaries and others who have attended this international conference. My name is Srikanth, and it's my pleasure to be part of this international conference. Let's dive into our topic, heart disease detection, classification using the data processing by supervised machine learning. Heart disease detection. Nowadays, heart disease is one of the major leading cause of death globally. According to WHO, cardiovascular disease taking an estimated 17.9 million lives each year. It affects not only the individual, but also their family. Early detection and accurate classification of heart disease may give the better results and quality of life to the patient. Timely identification can lead to better outcomes. The primary objective of this presentation is to explore how supervised machine learning coupled with data technique can be employed to classify heart diseases early and give better results. Next step. These are the objectives and goals we have to achieve through this process. We will explore heart disease classification through machine learning. Exploring the heart disease classification through machine learning involves using organs and data techniques to predict and classify the presence of and severity of heart disease based on the patient previous data and the present data. This approach can help in early diagnosis and treatment planning, ultimately improving patient outcomes and healthcare decision making. Next. We can see the types of heart disease. First one is coronary artery disease. It is a common type of heart disease characterized by blockage of coronary artery. It often leads to chest pain and heart attack. And second heart disease is arrhythmia. Arrhythmia refers to an abnormal rhythm of the heart, where it beats too fast or too slow or irregular. Arrhythmia can be caused by various factors including heart disease, electrolyte imbalance, or other medical conditions. Machine learning techniques are used to analyze electrocardiogram data and detect arrhythmia before. So we can give the better treatment to the patient. And the next one is heart failure. Heart failure is a chronic condition in which heart is unable to pump blood effectively to the body needs. Machine learning can play a critical role in the heart failure prediction by analyzing patient data, such as medical records, imaging, to assist healthcare professionals in early detection. Heart valve disease. Heart valve disease occurs when one of the valves in the heart are unable to function or fail to function. These are the diseases we occur frequently in our lives. Data processing. Data processing is a sort of collecting the data from the patient, how the heart is beating and the other factors, and process them according to the needs, different diseases, and it detect the what is the disease from the given data. I'm asking to my friend on their job to continue this one.
Supervised machine learning is a part of machine learning which is used to treat the data and predict the output for the model. Coming to supervised machine learning, it takes the it's the it trains the data set and it trains the given data set and after training the data set, it makes it goes to the testing of the data set and create the answer for the output. Coming to the main objective of this is to find the mapping function to map the input variables. There is two types of models, the regression and classification. Coming to regression, we use regression where there is a continuous data. Then we go for regression. As the classification comes under characterize the data, there means label data. Here, label data means the input is already targeted for some output that is called as label data. Coming to supervised learning algorithms, there are few algorithms, logistic algorithms, decision tree, and forest and other. Where our project includes logistical regression. It is very useful for the characterized data. Therefore, it categorized data means label data which have status and label such as school, campus, and predictive. Data is processed using logistic regression very efficiently. Coming to decision trees, the decision tree is a structure like tree which divides the data into hierarchical level using the other conditions given in the data. Random forest, it collects the collection. It is a collection of decision trees which increases the accuracy and consistency more than decision tree. Coming to the evaluation of the predicted answer, we have some few practices which when evaluation practices is used the accuracy of the predicted answer. When we calculate this, we get the accuracy of the predicted answer. To evaluation practices, there are a few evaluation practices I mentioned in the PPT. Accuracy, precision, rigor. Accuracy is one of the first, it collects all the correct predicted values and it gives the output by the ratio of total correct ratios by to the ratio of total input given. Multi-precision is only it is a pre-processed it is like pre-processing there it gives the correct prediction from the total correct prediction. Therefore, it look into the probability outcomes of the model. When to recall, it only concentrates on the positive outcome, positive prediction, and it neglects false predictions. Coming to the result, we the accuracy of 85% and precision of 87%, recall of 82%. Our model is a prototype which gives the output where our when we given the input such as throughput values, age, and temperature, it gives the process the input and gives the data on positive, negative, and hard disease. Tropopin is such a protein that it comes in the mother tongue where it will not consider the blood until the heart is damaged. When there is a lot of damage in the mother, then the amount of tropopin will be increased. Our project has some limitations due to the data sets and limitations to the data. Coming to future work, we are planning to take our project to next level by getting this with deep learning techniques and neural networks. We are interested in make available for the people which can help people for early detection of their health, and it makes helpful of health consciousness. The additional features we are going to include age, gender, lifestyle, hair conditions, and etc. Including this, there may be changes in the result, and it may be accurate. The key role played in this project is it is the application of machine learning techniques. We can machine learning techniques is emerging trends, and when we use this, we can automate and we can help the professionals to be accurate in their decisions. Is important because we are writing the data and we are preparing the models for giving the output. Therefore, there must be no noisy data or missing values in the data, then the accuracy and consistency will be high. As I said, we
presentation.
And building into a product by using environmental and deep techniques. Thank you for this. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Any queries?
Hello. Yes, nice presentation, Srikanth. Okay. Actually, today's digital world, so many supervised machine learning algorithms are available. There is logistic regression, decision trees, random forest area, a naive Bayes algorithm, support. There is a SVM algorithm. But which one is best for your classification?
Sorry, sir. I'm unable to catch it. Hello.
Hello.
Can you repeat the question, sir? Sorry for
Okay,
the confusion.
so many supervised machine learning algorithms are available. Which one is best for your classification?
Logistic regression is very best when tool engine such as then it will become very easy for the prediction and it will be accurate. Logistic regression is one of the best methods for this type of classification.
Okay, what data set is used for this classification? That is a heart disease classification?
We taken the data set from IEEE standard and it is checked by the professionals and professionals and we process this.
Okay, actually, how will you find the heart disease?
Based on the some values, we inputting the values to the data. We already train the data for certain inputs. It is a thing which is released only when there is a disease in heart muscle. This type of values when we given input, by processing that we can get the accurate output and also like blood pressure and considering age as input, we can get the accurate.
Okay, what do you mean by supervised learning?
Supervised learning is a process where training a model with a data set, and after training the model, it goes under test data, and after that, the model will predict our required outputs.
Okay, how will you differentiate? Yes. How will you differentiate classification and prediction?
Classification is such a thing. Classification may be in many forms. It includes shapes, positive, negative values. It may be multiple values, but prediction is something which is a value which is already trained, and from the given value we are assuming that if the input is such that then the output will be accurately same with the input.
Okay, nice presentation. Excellent. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So next presentation is by Jason.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome.
அப்பா ஒரு ஆள் பிஸ்கட் சொல்லி இந்த அப்பா ஆரம்பிச்சேன் இன்னும் ஆயிருக்காங்க அந்த பிஸ்கட் நாலு எழுதல் இருக்காது
My name is Vijay Kumar. I am from Andhra Pradesh Institute of Engineering. So today I am going to explain you machine learning and the importance of machine learning that are being applied in our daily life, in our routine lives, and etc. So first, I would like to say it is a machine learning part which came from artificial intelligence. A part of artificial intelligence we can say. It is a branch of artificial intelligence that allows machines to learn and improve from experience analytically It is defined as the field of study that gives computers the capability to learn without being explicitly programmed. It is quite different than traditional programming. We in this we contain of three types of learning. They are known as supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. With the supervised learning, we give already input some data which is stored. We give the structure, we give the color, whatever the specifications. We just all get in it with it. We give the data already stored in it. After the prediction, it will give the original output that we needed according to the color or the structure, whatever it is. In supervised data, it would take inside the storage data. If we give any input to make it an output, it will just compare some of the things, and you can say that it is similar. It will show similar things as the output one. And in reinforcement learning, it goes with the flow.
Hello.
Like
Just a minute.
it's going to learn itself.
Could you please share your presentation?
Yes, sir.
So just
So just 5 minutes. We are unable in. We are facing network issue. We will clear that and we share the PPT. So
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
just give me 5 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
முடியுமா இப்போ மணி பண்ணாச்சு ஆச்சுங்க என்ன நோக்கி பார்த்தது
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's about a network issue here. So actually, this is the definition of machine learning. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence. It's a scientific discipline concerned with the design and development of algorithms that allows computers to evolve behaviors based on empirical data. In this, we have three types. As I said, they are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. The supervised learning, in that we see that there are some latent data. They are given as labels, other factors like that, and they are given. There are some of the structures are given there. So to take in it. So training this, we do the model structure. After that, we test that giving it a prediction that if we want a square for it, we give input as its name or something else. It would give the output as square by its structure or specific or whatever specifications we have already included in it. And in supervised data, we will get some of the similar data to it, which are already stored in the data itself. And then we have the third type, that is reinforcement learning and machine learning, that we give a raw input according to the agent and environment. It means according to our surrounding, it itself can give the information by collecting the data within the surroundings and environment. We would like to say the applications of machine learning that in which we are using this machine learning. We are using in image recognition, automatic language translation, medical diagnosis, stock market trading, online fraud detection, virtual personal assistant, email spam and malware filtering, self-driving cars, self recommendations, traffic prediction, speech recognition, and many more. In this, I would also like to say the uses of it. The main importance of machine learning is, although machine learning is a continuously evolving with so many new technologies, it is still used in various industries. Machine learning is important because it gives enterprises a view of trends in customer behavior and operational business patterns, as well as support the development of new products. Many of today's leading companies, such as Facebook, Google, and Europe, make machine learning a central part of their operation. Machine learning has become a significant competitive differentiator for many companies. Machine learning has several practical applications that drive the kind of real business results, such as time and money saving, that have the potential to dramatically impact the future of your organization. In particular, intermediate impact operate within the customer care industry. Well, machine learning is allowing people to get things done more quickly and efficiently. Through virtual assistant solutions, machine learning automates tasks that would otherwise need to be performed by a live agent, such as changing a password or checking an account balance. This is a valuable agent time that can be used to focus on the kind of customer care that humans perform best. And such complicated decision making that is not as easily handled by a machine. At interaction, we further improve the process by eliminating the decision of whether a request should be sent to a human or a machine. Unique adaptive understanding technology. The machine learning to be aware of its limitations and tailor out to humans when it was low confidence in providing the data. I would also like to say, in this case, we usually use the machine learning. Machine learning are used in some of the applications. You can also say there are applications. They are like healthcare application, automation, banking and finance, transportation and traffic prediction, image recognition, speech recognition, product recommendations, virtual personal assistant, email spam, as I told in the previous, self-driving cars, digital fraud detection, cross marketing and trading, language translation. So actually, we use mostly like Google translators to translate in other languages. We need this type of data to explain others what we want to explain in our words. Because in our country, in all countries, some of the tourism states they don't know the language, the original language. how to talk and how to ask them for these all things. So then we can use Google Translate and they can explain how okay, what they want to understand them. And what they want, what we actually how can we help them, so where they want to go, all different things. So in this type it is in the same included. In stock marketing and trading, as we know, machine learning predicts the stock market, whether the company predicts it will go high or low, whether the company's law will get lost, whether it will go on higher, etc. In credit and fraud detection, it would just see how to fix that fraud detection that been happening in your. For example, if you are logging in other systems with our Gmail login, it will give a message that we are getting logged in other devices. So, we whether it is true or not. So this is another example. Suppose we are using many applications like we are have shown already manufacturing insurance. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Oh, yes. What is email spam filtering? How ML is for filtering the process?
Can you please repeat
Hello.
it again?
What is email spam filtering? How ML is helpful for spam filtering process?
So, email factor, right? It is the unknown email coming to us and give us fake users or fake links.
Okay, differentiate supervised learning and unsupervised learning.
Sorry?
Differentiate supervised learning and unsupervised learning.
So, supervised learning, we would give some of the basic data. We will already store the data, some of the data that we will just make a report of something that is to learn about actually the things, everything. When we give something that we want, it will check the previous data. That means it will predict the data which is already stored in that. It will search for what we are asking for. Then it will provide the output.
Okay, how ML technology is applied in e-commerce and image processing?
So in
How ML technology is applied in e-commerce and image processing?
it uses different algorithms to clear the functions and different methods to be called. It only allows recommended systems for the in image processing by saying by classification, by whether if you predict that sorry or right or left hand, by saying the picture of it detect the is being shown. It will use recognition system. It will take, if you show a face, it will just say, yeah, your face is detected. For example, we are using unlock devices, etc. Like that. If anything wrong, I want to explain that if something wrong has been detected, it will say that, yeah, it is wrong. It's not you, like that.
Okay, nice presentation. Thank you. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, thank you for the opportunity.
Now I would like to invite Niharika for the next presentation. Can you wait for 2 minutes so that we can share our screen?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
The next presentation is given by Niharika.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bharat. And so basically, cybersecurity is the combination of two. Cyber refers to the internet, and the security refers to the protection for the internet. So firstly, what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is the field of protecting computer systems, networks, and data from damage or unauthorized access. What is ethical hacking? Ethical hacking involves unauthorized attempts to gain unauthorized access to computer systems, applications, or data. Why is cybersecurity important? Cybersecurity is vital in the life increasingly revolve around digital technology, and it protects sensitive information, ensures privacy, prevents financial losses, and safeguards online infrastructure. In these days, like we need to protect our information, we need to protect our data, we need to stop from all the data breaches and the vulnerabilities, to overcome all the vulnerabilities and make our data safe. Now, cybersecurity has become the lead technology field. It encompasses a wide range of tools and practices designed to protect computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access. It involves the use of firewalls, encryption, intrusion, detection systems, and antivirus software to defend against malicious acts and ransomware. Types of cybersecurity threats and vulnerabilities. Malware, malicious software that can damage or disrupt computer systems and steal sensitive data. It's like in few organizations, if the hackers they inject their code or the malware into the systems, and then they try to steal all the data, like SQL injections. They send an error or a malware to the back end, and they try to steal all the data of the organization and all. Phishing attacks. Social engineering attacks that trick individuals to revealing sensitive information by using legitimate identities. Phishing attacks like email spoofing and all, and by automating they send emails and they use phishing links and then by opening the link we will be directly again we will be attacking by the phishing link. Data breaches. Unauthorized access or release of sensitive information, often resulting in financial and reputational damage. By data breaches and the unauthorized access, there will be so much data and financial. The hacker can get all the data about their expenses and all, and they can manipulate the data, which results in financial and reputational damage. Zero-day vulnerabilities. Software vulnerabilities unknown to developers, making them exploitable by hackers, then discovered and patched. Few organizations have like vulnerabilities, and they will not be patched. Errors will not be cleared even after the start of the organization and all. They have to be patched, or else the vulnerabilities to be patched, they will be attacked by the hackers with malware or many other phishing attacks involved. The advantages and disadvantages of cyber security. Data safety from hackers. Cybersecurity is designed to reduce the chance of data breaches against criminals. It uses tools and techniques like the DLP technique in conjunction with firewalls. It also reduces computer crash. While working with technology, the user must deal with various harmful attacks that may result in freezing screen and computer crash. These are some of the cybersecurity prevention activities. The first one is strong password. We need to create unique strong password by entering few special characters or having a long password, which will make it difficult to get by the hacker. And regular updating. We should be patching all the vulnerabilities regularly and keep monitoring all the organization details, data, and all. Network segmentation. We need to divide the network into the sub-networks so that we can minimize all the impact of the breaches and the unauthorized access. So there will be less access of the unauthorized ones. It also requires system availability and data. If the system is free from threats due to cyber security, it can boost the effectiveness of data and its network. Nowadays, leading companies are using cyber security as their ethical metric. There are many types of jobs in cyber security and ethical metric. And there are many applications. Cybersecurity is use the dot security, it also was used to improve management. What is it? Query.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Okay, a nice presentation. What is hacking and what is ethical hacking?
Hacking is like an illegal action or justify unnecessary organization. Like without it is like unnecessary. Ethical hacking is doing the hacking with ethics.
Okay, how will you hack the website? How will you hack the website?
Using phishing links or by clicking on the software system.
Yes, what do you mean by white hat hackers and black hat hackers?
Why? Because exactly when is not an ethical hacker. He does the activities illegally and then his software by illegally smaller.
Okay, nice presentation. Thank you. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We would like to meet by thanking Dr. J. International for sharing this session. It was spending your valuable time and all the previous years helped us to view our area of research in a different way. We are honored to be a part of this international conference in collaboration with London University for Sulu Philippines, and we are looking forward for many collaboration with you in future, sir. You all, our elegant speakers insightful presentation will implement knowledge, and we are really privileged to get associated with Cape Columbia Trust for bringing us into light of this conference. And we extend a heartfelt thanks to President Steven Sir for choosing her in his institution. Thank you, sir, for all there and have a good day. Once again, thank you to Dr. Eglina for this beautiful session. The number of student presenters and faculty presenters also were there. And thanks to the first lot, then so we can see Dr. Magna and some other international participants were there on the screen to guide us. So since we have begun our session from 10 o'clock and it is 1 o'clock, I think it was a very fruitful session. So we are grateful to Cape Comrade and we are grateful to the Philippine University, Mindanao University, Sulu, Philippines. And we are grateful to you and we many more have to do. We look forward for many more collaborations. So if you do the job, please keep in touch with us and guide on the department of students, many more ideas since you are also computer science, so that we may benefit in the future. Thank you, sir. Are you there, Dr. Eglina, sir? Okay, sir, we will conclude the session.
Hello.
Unmute yourself. Dr. Eglina, sir.
Now,
Hello, ma'am. May I know, is there any presentation?
We just want to be grateful to you for your wonderful observation. You are students and they have really shown interest in present all the papers for these 2 days. So all the papers were presented today and today, and then your observation was really great. So we wish to collaborate with this kind of conferences. We also would like to get into doctoral advice. We have a very active computer science department in our college. And then we would like to thank research. So thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, you're not audible.